Hello, Vanity Fair. My name's Danny, and I'm going to go over all my movies.
No, Jared, that's how your theater works. In my theater, things are more planned, more prepared. People plan for the worst and hope for the best. And you do things so unconventionally, it blows up in everyone's faces.
Yes, I know that, okay? But I do know that a professional like you can handle it when things blow up in her face. Please, just stop writing. Yes, I do things unconventionally. But that's because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't know what stage left is. I don't know how to operate a lighting board. But I do know how to make people laugh. It's the only thing I know how to do. I have no skills, no education, and quite literally zero patience for anyone. This is what I need to be doing, and I don't want to do it with anyone but you guys. I'm asking you, Mary, from one professional to another, will you do it with me?
I hate theater. Yeah, that one was interesting. Yeah. Okay, all right, I'll talk about it. It was shot in 2012. We were just getting started in the feature films with Eek, which Eek was Eden Kirchman, still is. It's our production company, but it started as a play theater troupe. We decided we wanted to write sort of a meta comedy play that took place in real time, where it was behind the scenes of a sketch comedy show. The minutes leading up to the showtime.
Backstage, you would start. You fucking start. You start making me look like an asshole. Start the goddamn thing. I didn't go best. You start. I'll be back. Okay, now go.
A lot of chaotic energy. I think it was our only, to this date, my only real attempt at actual like filmmaking in terms of lighting, in terms of actually putting forethought into the cinematography and everything, and performances and the storyboards. Yeah, that's definitely our most disciplined and most conventional narrative film, despite the embarrassing stuff that's in it. And yes, there is some embarrassing stuff in it. It's hard to revisit that one, but there's some really brilliant moments in that movie. I really do think so.
First of all, there is a disgruntled pit crew that has been running about town stealing tires.
Oh God, the rubber robbers?
The rubber robbers.
So I think the best plan of action is to formulate a buddy system, all right? These guys are the real deal. Mary experienced them firsthand this morning.
Thanks, guys. I think I'm all right.
Was a weird little runner, kind of like a throwaway gag that paid off at like the 3/4 point of the movie.
Oh shit, just take the one! Go! Go, go, go! Rubber robbers!
I got my rubbers hours ago.
I think it's a pretty solid comedy, and it's where I got to form a relationship with all of the Eek ensemble members, really. So, yeah, there's some good and some bad with I Hate Theater.
All right, let's go out there. Let's make them laugh with us or at us. You guys ready? Hands in the middle on 3. 1, 2, 3!
Theater.
Friendship. Acting.
I'm down with friendship.
Sketch plays.
Should we just...
Yeah, why don't we just go out
Yeah.
there?
It's funny because Villain was actually shot in 2016. We released it, creaky chair, Valentine's Day 2018. So that was probably the shortest post-production window I've ever had on a movie, which is still quite long. But also, oddly enough, we shot Intervention in 2013, and we didn't release it till 2021, which is insane. So I shot Villain and released it in the time it took to shoot and release Intervention, in that big gap, which is weird. Not a lot of filmmakers do it that way. It was my shot at horror. It was my shot at found footage. I wanted to make something that was almost like snuffy, like really like should I be watching this? almost like banned video nasties, but on a very small budget, but also incorporating a love of me and my wife's, which is comic Comic-Con culture, cosplay.
Every away mission, if there's a guy wearing a red shirt, he's definitely the one that's going to die.
Yep. Wow. Why would you want to be a red shirt?
You don't want to be a red
You
shirt.
don't.
So why are you dressed as a red shirt today?
Because, one is...
Special red shirt.
I am a special red shirt.
Oh yeah?
I'm going to live this time.
Oh.
I decided it'd be what a wonderful idea, because you can actually shoot at these things at the C2E2 convention. You can bring a camera, and everybody who's there basically agrees to be filmed there just by buying a ticket and walking into that place. So the double-edged sword is you have all these copyrighted images and IPs that are just everywhere. You know, there's Spider-Man, there's Batman, there's Iron Man, there's Sonic the Hedgehog, there's Predator, there's Star Trek, Supernatural. There's like so many things, so many images in that are copyrighted. That's another one of those movies that had to be like punk. It had to be like bootleg, and it's another one that just got relegated to the internet, because without the proper clearances or the licenses, how are you supposed to do anything with that movie? And in that respect, I knew that. I leaned into that actually.
Vocal cords. Shit like that.
Cool mask.
Hey,
That's a Batman though, is it?
wanna take a picture with us?
I recognize him.
Picture, guys.
Oh, picture. You guys doing it together?
Just me, I guess.
Just you guys?
Hi.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay, you got it?
All
I
right,
think
buddy.
you got it, guy.
Because that's just kind of the brash, stubborn filmmaker I am. If I want to make something and I get fixated on it, I don't care about. Sometimes the logistics get thrown out the window in terms of things like that, at least, like the licenses and stuff. I've gotten more conscious of that now. We do our due diligence a little bit more, but with that one, you know, I just said screw it. I even used a John Lennon song in the opening credits, just knowing that there was no way that the movie was going to get a big, wide release. And in that sense, it's counterintuitive filmmaking, but it's passionate filmmaking. The duct tape scene, I was very proud of that duct tape scene. I thought, just what's the cheapest, most bloodless way to, you know, a kill in a movie? How can you execute that well and really disturb the person watching? And then I found out just within months that Versace miniseries on FX did the same thing, but that was based on true events. I didn't know that, but I believe that's what happens. Like, somebody gets their face duct taped. I was pretty upset to hear that, but like, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna erase history? Are you gonna change change everything just because of something similar? That's another thing I struggle with. But I've with that one, I just kind of went for it, and you know, everybody's great in that. My wife Katie, Phil did an amazing job. Cedric, yeah, it just I was okay in it. But yeah, that was a fun experience. Yeah, I would like to do another horror movie for sure.
If I've decided that I want that train to barrel right into me and smash me to bitty pieces, brains on the track, blood, bone, it's my choice.
Right.
And I can choose not to take the help that's offered to me.
Well, can we force him, like, to go, like,
No.
into, like, an inpatient program? We can't, like,
No, you
enroll
cannot.
him or...
The idea of...
Can his sister, like, family do that?
I think for me, when I focus too much on a project, I have to kind of partition my brain and walk away for a little while, then come back with fresh eyes. And sometimes that takes years in the case of intervention. But we shot that at my aunt's house in Bolingbrook, Illinois. So that is the real location, and the water tower and everything you see. The B-roll is actually Bolingbrook. She was kind enough to let us use the house for the weekend, and her dog actually, as well, Duff.
Maybe, okay, let me just brainstorm here. Why don't we try this room here? Just to, let's experiment, let's look and see if maybe this room is a little bit more comfortable.
This is the room.
All right then.
I'm very proud of an intervention. That one was, so we were mid-production on I Hate Theater, and it was getting to be too structured, too controlled, even though it was chaotic. I embraced the chaos, and I wanted it to be more loose for the performers, because when you keep it on rails too much, I feel like the actors, they don't have much fun. I don't know, that's just a theory I have. So I thought, why not develop them really, really well, like a Christopher Guest thing, and then they show up to the set, you give them a loose story, and they know exactly what to do at the given schedule, and anything they say or do in between that loosely is up to them. And it was so fun. It's such a discovery process. It's kind of like jamming with a band, and we shot mostly, it was like 4 to 6 days, but really the meat of it was in like 2 days, and one of them we shot nonstop for 8 hours, I'd say. It was just me and Kevin, and we were shooting constantly, me on one side, him on the other. I think we agreed on close-ups and wides, one side or the other, but eventually we just did our own thing, which is just beautiful, fun. It's crazy, and it really turned out great. The ensemble knocked it out of the park. Everybody knew exactly what they were doing, and I couldn't ask for a better product.
I didn't know
bringing
for
this up
sure,
now?
but as I've gotten closer and I've talked to you tonight, I am 100% positive it was
Cabo?
you.
We barely spent
In what way did you
minutes.
think this would be the right time
together.
to bring
In
that
Cabo,
up?
I don't recall.
Let me tell you why I know. She has the longest nipples.
Oh my God.
Okay, no. God!
I have ever laid lips on.
Okay.
No, Jesus. We are not talking.
Henry.
Put that tongue away. Put that tongue
Henry.
away.
In the end, and the fact that we got distribution 8 years after shooting it is insane. I don't know if the distributor knows that or not. I don't know if it matters. But we even got into the Smodcastle Film Festival, the first annual over in Atlantic Highlands, New Jersey. That's Kevin Smith's film festival. Very proud of that fact. And we got to show the movie on the big screen there. 9 years after shooting it. So I feel like we almost got away with something, you know? I just wish it didn't take so long, the gap between shooting it and releasing it. It's ridiculous, I know. So never again. The scene that always gets quoted back to me, usually by Phil, who plays Henry, does a great job, is the K-Paul scene. When Mike goes upstairs and he's screaming, K-Paul!
Come on! K-Paul! K-Paul!
What?
K-Paul Pennington!
No.
Okay.
Hey!
K-Paul
Hey!
Pennington!
Calm down.
K-Paul!
He is.
K-Paul! They're fucking!
Calm down, man.
They're fucking!
What the hell is going
fucking-
on here? That is
I
my
know,
wife.
I know my wife's
Do we
fucking
need
around.
to settle
They're
this
engaging in
fight,
coitus up
boy?
there.
I know who you are.
You know
Let's
who
go
I am.
on the
On my guest bed.
Anyway, the fact that Ryan was inexperienced and then he was working with some of these theater veterans, I think only added to it. You should mix people who haven't had much experience with people who do. They almost make each other better, or the people who are more experienced learn something maybe new, a new tool from the person who has no experience and is working abstractly even.
So I hope you will help me help you help me. Your sponsor, K. Paul Pennington.
I'm sorry, should we have an experienced sponsor?
I liked it.
Hold on.
I liked it quite a bit.
Let me just make something clear that I thought I made clear to you earlier. A sponsor is a fellow addict or alcoholic with 2 years clean and sober and has worked the 12 steps.
Excuse me,
you
sir,
want to
I've
be
read
in a
the
decent
manual.
position to...
You can trust me. I mean, you know me.
What's step 3?
Again, I
Made
don't
a
believe
decision to
in
turn
you.
our will and our lives over to the care of God as we understood him.
And I have
Miss
Google.
Wilbur.
If he asked me, I will get the answer.
Yeah.
I will get
Have
you
you worked the
anything
steps?
you need.
No, sir.
Chelsea, Caitlin, is just this sort of tenacious, ambitious type A woman who's throwing this thing because she feels in her heart that's what she needs to do, and it just goes crazy. And I love that. Well-meaning characters who really can't help but mess things up at every turn. It's kind of relatable, but man, what a liberating experience! What a fun experience, and that's exactly why we brought that same ethos to how we handled the Golden Apron.
We can just leave this all behind us here and move on.
You might be my only friend.
I'll always be your friend.
You have been selected as a preliminary contestant for the Golden Apron. The crew and I have traveled to the Midwest, listened to stories both morbid and morose, and metaphoric, and waited 36 hours to be presented with this dish. Do you feel pride in this dish?
I mean, yeah, less so after it's described like that, but yeah.
That is the finest duck sous vide I have ever tasted. Simply divine.
The Golden Apron. That is, I'm very excited about that one. It's our biggest movie yet. It's our biggest cast. It's just the biggest all around that I've ever, the biggest scope I've ever had for a movie is this one. I love cooking. I love mockumentaries. I love Christopher Guest. I love Iron Chef. I thought, wouldn't it be cool? Really, the original idea was, wouldn't it be awesome if Christopher Guest made a cooking mockumentary? And I think Melissa McCarthy had that same idea with her husband, because they made that cook-off movie that came out like 2017, I think. I didn't see it. To this day, I still haven't seen it. Yeah, so I thought and this is the whole brash, cocky thing again, I thought if Christopher Guest doesn't make a cooking mock doc, we will make a cooking mock doc. Granted, it will not be as good. It won't have Parker Posey. It won't have John Michael Higgins. It won't have Michael McKeon, Christopher Guest inventing a great character. But it will have my brother Jeremy Eden inventing a great character, and all these other ensemble characters who just fit in perfectly. And I'm going to write these roles specifically for them because I know what they can do. And I tried my best not to let them down and to give each one of them a moment to really shine. And I think everybody in it is excellent. And I think the extra challenge is, besides being hilarious and improvising all their dialogue, they had to cook actually curated meals that I told them, I instructed them to cook ahead of time.
Chef Rock, did your dad like crab cakes?
My father's no longer with us.
Oh, that's right. I heard a nasty rumor about that.
Well, you know what they say about rumors.
Yeah, but is it true that you killed your dad?
I prefer not to talk about it.
I mean, hey, I get it. Dads are tough, We've all got our own daddy issues, but I wouldn't have shot mine.
So that was it. It was develop the characters to a T in my bios that I gave them. They study those, they show up to set. I tell them a rough idea of what the story's going to be. Only this time the added thing, as opposed to intervention, well, the difference for everyone but Jer in intervention, who played Greg, who cooked a roast the whole time, was that they had to cook these recipes, and they had to get them done well, because those characters are supposed to be accepted into the competition. So between all that stuff, it was like a balancing act for these performers. And me and Kev, once again, we got to develop our Doc 1 and Doc 2 characters, along with Pat, the sound guy. A little bit more in this, which I thought was great. We just got to sit back and just kind of watch the magic. The biggest process, the longest process, is post-production. There's too much footage. It's a beast to trim down. I just had a screening. We just showed the cast and crew. It was 2 hours and 37 minutes. Obviously, it needs to be like 45 minutes shorter. I think it's funny. I think it's got heart. I think it brought new challenges for me because I never worked with kid actors before, and we cast Kimora Hamilton in that.
What is the reason that she does not like me?
Oh, Kim, right. She thinks you're a vampire. She says you, I guess, kind of smell like blood a little bit.
Ha 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 ha. That's amusing.
Yeah.
Kara Brinkman, she does a 180 from playing Marcia in Intervention to this sweet, mousy thing, Mary Lynn, in Golden Apron, and it's just such a, you really see her range between those two movies.
What I could do to get that spark back, I don't know.
I really don't think it's my place to talk about the show anymore. Since
You always had such great ideas.
I do, but I'm not getting paid for them anymore. So
sure,
why should I?
but like, I don't know. She's not listening to me. You know, I'm saying what I want and how I feel, and she's just not listening. You know what? I don't know. You probably don't know what that's like.
Really? I know a little something with that.
And the fun thing is, it's a shared universe. So these characters at any time could cross paths. Like Greg from Intervention could meet Wolf from Golden Apron, and I like that idea. I don't know if I'll ever develop it, but I think we'll play in this sandbox again. I hope we do.
All right, what you want for dinner today?
Pizza.
Pizza, good.
Oh! 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 Okay. Okay, did you get that?
Yeah.
Good.
Anyway, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this little recap here. I'm very excited for you to see the Golden Apron. Please check it out on socials. And